3, 2, 1, go!
Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and we are in the City of Pharaohs, where today the Bell and the Angels are hosting the Goldenrod Balance, and the Balance are in their second game in a row after competing yesterday, as they start out with Porygon 2 and Obstagoon, and it's Ninetales in its Alolan form with that Snow Warning ability, which is going to kick up the hail, and Hatterene starting out for the Angels. Now Porygon 2 with that trace ability is going to copy the Snow Warning instead of the Magic Bounce, which definitely needed, but Ninetales immediately starting out with an Earthquake, hits everybody on the field, including its own teammate as Obstagoon is going to go for the happy hour, so everyone's going to get caught in that atmosphere, and I hope you are too watching this. It's Porygon 2 with the speed swap is actually going to give its speed to Hatterene, and Hatterene is one of the slowest Pokemon in the PokeType League as it goes for the Cross Chop, and Porygon 2 is eliminated. Super effective critical hit. It is taken out of this matchup. Hatterene with a perfect start to this game as Obstagoon and Hatterene both take damage from the hail over the field, and it's Porygon Z now coming out with that download ability. It is going to get a boost to its attack, but it is replacing its pre-evolution. Now Ninetales with the waterfall going for Obstagoon. Good hit there as Obstagoon does flinch and is unable to move his Porygon Z with the taunt, and Ninetales will fall for that taunt, so we'll see that struggle shortly. But Hatterene first with the Sludge Wave is going to hit everyone on the field just like Ninetales did with that Earthquake, and sadly it is super effective on its own teammate. Now the Angels were able to end their 4-game losing streak last week, and if they win here today they can get themselves back into the Masters 8 as Ninetales with no moves left does go for the struggle there on Porygon Z. It gets huge recoil damage there. It is going to be an easy target for Obstagoon here, who goes for the bind, and that bind will finish Ninetales off, leveling the playing field at 5 versus 5. Now Porygon Z with the Nightshade onto Hatterene, a really good hit there, and Hatterene responds with the Flamethrower onto Porygon Z and gets the elimination. Hatterene with a great start in this matchup, doing everything it can for the fairy types as that hail continues to fall over the field. Both Hatterene and Obstagoon are easy targets at the moment as Primarina comes out for the Angels, and it's Beware coming out for the Balance as Obstagoon immediately with the Smart Strike is going to take Hatterene out of this matchup with that super effective move. Obstagoon having been in since the very start, as has Hatterene, and now Primarina with the Ice Shard goes for Beware. That doesn't do a great deal of damage, however, and that Purify from Beware does fail, and again that Hail does fall, but Obstagoon is able to hold on. If it gets hit with it one more time though, it looks like it probably will be eliminated. Now both these sides do have a 4-4 record, as Grimmsnarl comes out for the Battle Angels, and the burn-up fails from Obstagoon, and Grimmsnarl with the Energy Ball onto Beware. Really good hit there. Beware is going to respond with an Acid onto the two Fairy-type Pokemon, so it is super effective on both of them. Primarina, though, does respond with a Yawn, so look for Beware to fall asleep shortly, as it does grow drowsy, and the Hail has stopped, keeping Obstagoon on the field just that little bit longer. That Dragon Pulse, though, will not affect Grimmsnarl, however, and Beware with the block, so Primarina can no longer escape, and Grimmsnarl with the Teeter Dance is going to confuse everyone on the field except for itself, but it does confuse Primarina. Surely it doesn't want its own teammate to hurt itself in its confusion. Be great for him though if Obstagoon can, as everyone again has become confused. And the Goldenrod Balance are hanging on in the Masters 8 at the moment. They do not want to lose here today and fall out of that position, as the Stuffed Cheeks from Primarina is going to give a defense boost there, restoring its PP with that Leopard Berry as well, and Beware has fallen asleep, so. And now Obstagoon in its confusion, it does shake it off, goes for the Petal Dance onto Grimmsnarl instead of going for the Water-type Primarina, but Primarina has already shaken off its confusion, goes for the Role Play. It is going to get that Fluffy ability from Beware, losing that Liquid Voice. And now Grimmsnarl with the Healing Wish. What is it doing? It's going to take itself out of this matchup, sacrificing itself. I do not see the Healing Wish paying off for its side at all. A wasted move there by the Fairy type. And in its place is Alcremie now coming out, as Obstagoon is unable to shake off its confusion. It does hurt itself and eliminates itself from the matchup, which means there are only 3 Pokemon remaining on both sides, as the Dragon Tail will send Beware back to the bench. Didn't do much damage, but it's Snorlax coming out in its place, being dragged out onto the field, and Primarina immediately going for the Fusion Bolt onto the heavily HP Pokemon there. Snorlax taking the damage, is unable to go for a move after being dragged out. Now Beware immediately comes back onto the field, and now Creamy sets up a Future Sight onto Snorlax, so it foresees that attack, and we'll see that probably connect in the future as Beware is still asleep on the field. Primarina now goes for the charge. It is going to give itself a stat boost here as it begins charging power. That special defense boost could become useful, but Snorlax first with the Psycho Cut onto Alcremie. A really good critical hit there as Alcremie sets up for the shift gear here on the field. Is going to give itself a boost just like Primarina did, except it's going to give a boost to its speed stat now as the spite from Primarina onto Snorlax is going to lower Snorlax's PP, but Beware is still asleep on the field as Snorlax now with the jaw lock, continuing to go for Alcremie. Alcremie taking a lot of damage already, even though that wasn't very effective, and now Alcremie responds with the Fury attack, see if it can get all 5 on this. It's already got 2, slowly chipping away at Snorlax here. It's got 3, it's got 4, it's gonna get the 5th. It is a 5-time connection there on the field as Primarina with the acupressure is gonna give a stat boost to its teammate here, and you see that color-coded connection there between Primarina and Alcremie, both blue and white on the field. Looks tremendous at the moment as that lash out from Beware onto Primarina isn't going to do much damage whatsoever, being not very effective, but Snorlax with the bulldoze, and Alcremie hangs on by a sliver. It is going to lower the speed stat there of Beware, Primarina, and Alcremie on the field, because Beware did take damage from its own teammate there, but that Future Sight now does connect onto Snorlax, and Alcremie with the Hyper Voice hits both Beware and Snorlax. Snorlax holds on, but Beware is eliminated. The Battling Angels have taken the lead as Primarina performs the Sweet Scent instead of going for the elimination of Snorlax. It will lower its evasiveness though. And Snorlax with the disable, but Alcremie's Aroma Veil prevents it from happening, and it's Blissey now coming out onto the field. Now Alcremie with the Fire Lash on a Blissey, huge damage. Blissey is going to have its defense lowered as well, and Blissey going for the Grass Knot. This will be super effective on Primarina, but doesn't do much damage because Primarina is not heavy enough. Primarina though with the Crush Chop onto Blissey, and Blissey is taken out with the super effective critical hit already. Blissey is eliminated. Snorlax is all by itself. It has a lot to contend with. Goes for the Crush Grip. Alcremie avoids that attack, and Alcremie sets up the Hail. This is going to guarantee the victory of the Battling the Angels, because when that connects on Snorlax, it will be eliminated unless Snorlax can go for a rest or something, but it goes for the Clear Smog. It is going to take Alcremie out. Clearly, it was angry at what Alcremie has done. Super effective move. Alcremie is eliminated, but the Hail is going to take Snorlax out. Primarina takes damage from it first, but it is fine. It holds on. Snorlax is eliminated, and the Battling the Angels have gotten the victory here today. They're going to move themselves back up into the Masters 8 again after having a 4-game losing streak that they were able to end. They're going to be in 7th place now, and their next matchup will be against the Pony Canyon Fisher, who are currently sitting in the Elite Four. The Goldenrod Balance have fallen out of the Masters 8, and their next matchup will be against the Coney Spring. But our next match will be the Shamuda Keepers, who are trying to work their way up into the Elite Four, taking on the Cinnabar Flare, who are trying to get themselves away from that Twisted Spoon position near the bottom of the ladder. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw here today, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.